Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we are entering the world of emotional intelligence, and I'm going to be suggesting a very fun thing for couples to do. Before I talk about this fun activity, I'm going to be talking about this dynamic that I've been seeing among friends. There are 2 guys that I knew in undergrad that nowadays they have a podcast. They talk about current events and sports one time in the week. The unique thing is that no one listens to this podcast. They barely ever market it. The only people that really hear about it are their close friends. And even their close friends are like, why the heck are we going to listen to your podcast? We see you guys. We talk to you guys all the time. We don't care about your opinions. I got curious one day, though. When my brother told me that these 2 individuals started a podcast, and I have a podcast, I was like, let me see what this group is doing, just for research purposes. I'm listening to the podcast, and most of it, they're just cackling away. Sure, they're giving opinions every now and then, but for the most part, you could tell that they're just having a fun time, joking around, laughing, and laughing some more. And after hearing them laugh so much, I started to laugh as well. I thought that I was basically in the room with 2 buddies, and that's when I saw the appeal of what these 2 were doing. They were in a different chapter of their lives. They both had 2 kids, they're married, they're having a lot of responsibilities in their life. Every Sunday, they are capable of breaking away from all of those responsibilities and just having fun. This is an amazing way to keep a friendship strong. When you guys move away to different parts of the world, have a podcast that forces you guys to create content together, and you will have fun in the process. Now, I thought about it. What about a couple? Should a couple do something like this? And as I was thinking about this, the dynamic with a couple, I thought, nah, I see more trouble than wins in this scenario. I feel like if a couple starts a podcast together, they're going to be getting into a lot of arguments because they already see each other all the time. And now they're supposed to spend a day out of the week talking even more. Nah, I'm not really bullish on the idea. So I thought, what's the couple's version of doing a podcast? As I thought about it, I saw something staring right at me. A GoPro. A couple of years back, me and my girlfriend at the time, we went to a cruise, and I had bought her a GoPro, and she basically took videos throughout the entire trip. This is also a waterproof GoPro. So when we were snorkeling, there was footage of all of that from under the land to on top of the land. It was a vibe. Once she got back, she edited the footage and made this compelling video. Nowadays, I'm thinking, man, let's say me and that girl were still together. Imagine if we had a couple of videos like that on the different places that we've traveled, and we started a YouTube channel. It doesn't even have to be private. Sure, we could make it private, but imagine us making it public. Because a couple of weeks ago, I went to this place called Okmulgee Mounds in Atlanta, and initially I wasn't too sure if I was going to go. It was a suggestion on Reddit. I was like, let me check it out. But before going, I went on YouTube to see if there were some videos on it. And thank God, there was a couple that went to Okmulgee Mounds, recorded the important parts, and once I saw that video, I had a great idea on what to expect for my trip. This is a fun activity for couples to do. If you're going to be dropping $5,000 on your honeymoon or some trip internationally, why not bring a GoPro with you? Just record the footage. You don't even have to edit it. You could hire someone on Fiverr to do that. And later on, when you're over here uploading these videos on YouTube, it's a great way for you to chronicle your journey together. This builds a bond. Let's say in the future, you two are getting into an argument. You're like, okay, look, we'll proceed with this argument, but let's just take a break. And let's just look at our video from the Bahamas. She's going to be like, why? I mean, let's finish arguing. You're going to be like, no, let's just take a break. Let's watch our video from the Bahamas. And that's what you do. Both of you guys see all the different things you guys were doing in the cruise, the jet skiing, walking around in the beach, getting lost. And you guys are reminded of your love for one another based on the past. And that past memory is infused in the present moment. You guys finish off the argument because you don't just want it to go unresolved. But this time, you guys are doing it with more compassion versus hatred. That's what one of these dual YouTube channels can do. And it doesn't only benefit you as a couple, it benefits other people who also want to go to the Bahamas one day. So I believe this is a great idea for couples to deepen the relationship. It's very similar to two friends starting a podcast together. So if you enjoyed today's talk and you want more unique ideas like this into communication skills, you definitely want to check out the ArmaniTalks free daily newsletter. Every single day of the week, I'm dropping brand new content that will inspire you, motivate you, and help you become a better communicator. Join the tribe by going on ArmaniTalks.com/newsletter and sign up today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks podcast, and I will catch you next time.